edition of Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and again joined by Mark Olmos. Mark, 8 races to take a look at. Pretty good fields as well.
Open betting fields all day on Saturday. It should be a great day to have a bet.
Found it very hard to find the best bet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you get with at the end of the program. Let's take a look at the conditions that we are going to be faced with. Again, another warm day here in Perth. The Moolba Rail is out 6 metres and we will be running on a good 3. Race number 1, just the 6 runners over 1,000 metres, but looks to be a pretty intriguing race.
It does indeed, Adam. A few interesting form lines where the track played a part in a lot of these runs. We'll have a look at Recalled first up, leading all the way.
2 lengths, Jintang giving chase, but the leader got right away from them. A length and a half away, Castle Queen. Brasanto coming through in the middle is trying to wind up now. Recalled is clear. It's a little bit tired, but still a length and 3/4. Coming hard is Jintang. Brasanto's going to flash late, but it's all Recalled. It's well clear from Jintang and Brasanto, and Recalled does it well. Recalled by...
Really good performance by Recalled. We mentioned in the preview going into this race that although the trial time wasn't fast, it was the way that the horse did it, under no pressure at all. Jimmy Taylor wanted to go to a Sunday Pinjarra race. Jason Brown said, no way, go to a Saturday, we'll win. And that's exactly what happened there. They combined nicely, and I think they can win this race again. The 58.5 kilos for this gelding by Demerit, I think it's just in a way better class than these gallopers. I think he'll be the one to beat.
Do have to take into factor the track that day. It was fairly leaderish, so that 2.5 lengths might be a bit flattering on form. Peggy's Marie was really good, one of the only horses of the day to make up ground, coming from last to finishing only 4.5 lengths behind.
And gets a 2 kilo swing as well.
Behind Recalled, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We've also got Diamond Tonique in the race, which was massive last run. Sat 3 wide and battled on for second. It was an enormous run.
Well, Diamond Tonique has the best form lines going into this race. Scales of Justice, Rees Rocket, Black Dynamite and Gluttabel. And as you mentioned, that run behind Gluttabel, those form lines are let it slip form lines as well. So it is the best form in the race. My only question mark is the 1,000 metres. I really like this horse over 1,200. That's why I liked it last start. Dropping back to the 1,000, I'm just not sure if it has that killer turn of foot to win a race like this. Don't get me wrong, we'll be competitive, but the 59 kilos, I thought there was a couple of knocks going into this race. Let's take a look at the selections for race number 1, where I'm going to tip number 2, Recalled, from number 3, Sporting Image, the 1, Diamond Tonique, and 6, First Affair.
I'm going 6 on top, Adam. First Affair from 3, Sporting Image, 4, Peggy's Marie, and 5, Rhino's Lad.
Race number 2 at Ascot, it's over the 1,000 metres for the 2-year-olds, and I think these 2-year-olds are much more appreciate the 1,000 metres than the ones that had to run Wednesday over the 1,400.
Yeah, there's also a fair few first starters in here, Adam. Should be a very interesting race. We'll have a look at the trial replay of Saul Special.
Saul Special has got the run between them. Then came Night Beaters lying back there in 4th and 5th as he's a pro. Inside the final 200 metres now, and Saul Special has gone to the lead for Harvey. Gets away from No Ordinary Girl. Then came Olaf. Precious Memories running through on the inside. But out in front at Saul Special, he keeps his mind on the job, and he comes down, scores by 3 lengths on the line. No Ordinary Girl.
Yeah, none of these gallopers from the Mountain Halliwell stud team. The blinkers are on here for this first race from Dan Morton. They're not having a lot of luck with the barriers. That's going to be the question marker for this colt. It was a really good trial. It actually beat Paddy on the same day by trial times. We saw Paddy come out on Wednesday and win nicely in a good field as well. So I really like the way that this galloper trialled. Wasn't under too much pressure. Paul Harvey takes the ride. How much work it has to do early is going to be the question.
I liked how Paul Harvey in that trial really pushed out on it and taught it how to race, and then streaked away and did a lot wrong, was very green up the straight, so plenty of improvement to come for that galloper. Our time will come as well. It was a really nice performance behind Atacama Sky first up last start.
And the biggest thing here, we know this horse can race. In a race where there's, as you mentioned, so many having their first start, there's question marks of greenness, how they're going to handle the pressure, the race day experience. Our time will come, can handle that. Has won 2 of 5, really good run behind Atacama Sky last start. You go over the form lines before that behind Spangled Impact as well. She's got a lot of class. She can carry the 57.5 and she's got speed as well.
Absolutely. We've also got My Brother Pencil in there. Another first starter, but was very, very impressive in the trial.
Well, the biggest thing from this is that the trial was good, and then the horse that flashed home late to finish second, Fry's Assassin, won on Wednesday as well. So we know the form lines are holding up. Drawn nicely in barrier 1. My only question mark, Patrick Carberry rode this horse in a trial and he rode another and he's gone that way. Whether we read too much into that, I'm not sure. But as you said, the trial form has held up, so that's a really good sign already. Let's take a look at the selections. I'm going to tip at number 4, Saul Special here. From number 1, Our Time Will Come. Number 9, High Conviction, and the 6, Quincy's Image.
I've gone the 3, My Brother Pencil on top. From 2, God I Love You. 1, Our Time Will Come. 4, Saul Special.
Race number 3 at Ascot. It's over the 1,100 metres. 8 runners to take a look at. But I'm really looking forward to this race because there are the different form lines here. New Time drops back to the 1,100 metres. Petra Power's been racing well. We saw War Prince return well. Mickey Two Toes went up to the 15, drops back to a more suitable distance. And then Kenosha just keeps ticking the boxes.
Kanocha Fresh is a big watch here. We'll have a look at the replay of her winning at the start of February.
Out CIA is getting mobile from Festive Excess and last Mr. Motown in the straight. Kenosha just wanted to wobble off the inside. Marshan can get the run through, and then Stable's Secret, but still Kenosha clear. Marshan's trying to get out. It's trying to get up on the inside of it, but Kenosha's in front of Marshan. Kenosha sprinting hard up the straight from Marshan and Stables.
As you mentioned, has had a little bit of a freshen up there. The last run was on the 6th of February, and Adam Durant's been really honest with this horse, mentioned that he keeps the bar plates on him because it's all about keeping soundness, and that's why they're just having these gap between the runs. But it's working, and she carries her 53 kilos here. The form lines are holding up. She's won her last two, beat Classical Prince, which has come out and won since. Stable Secret's raced well since as well. Ticks a lot of boxes. Barrier 6 can just get in that lovely position. I can see it sitting one out, one back, and then attacking the line strongly, which is perfect for this mare.
The step up in class won't be an issue, especially carrying 53 kilos with the claim. She's a big player in this race. You've also got the likes of Longmar, who makes a return after, I think, a little bit of an injury layoff.
Yeah, there has been a few little concerns with this galloper. David Harrison now training, Paul Harvey taking the ride with the 55.5 kilos. Longmar, when fully fit, is the horse to beat. There's no doubt about that. So this 5-year-old by Sebring, the breeding there is exceptional. And you only have to go back to Ascot in December of 2014 when it beat Dawn Approach, one of the better sprinters we had. Those form lines don't even compare with this race. Longmar comes out and wins by 2-3 lengths, but with no trial, first run back, there's just a big watch. I mean, if you've got inside word, you could probably jump into it, but without that, taking it on face value, it's one where I just need to sit, watch, hope it gets through the run well, and then we might be looking at back second and third up.
Yeah, I think you need to have a look at it at this run and then see what it does, see how it goes. Also, War Prince here, second up, comes out of the same race as Peninsula and Petrol Power, should get a soft run from the barrier.
Historically, this is where War Prince does its best work. 4 attempts, second up for 2 victories and a second. It was a really good run as well. Last up behind Secret Nova. Drops a half kilo from that, was wide throughout. From barrier 3 with Aaron Mitchell riding, is going to get, as you said, a really nice run. Has got the turn a foot late, and I think can get out and certainly run a race and play a part in the final stages of this 1100 metre event. Taking a look at the selections, I'm going to go with number 8 Kenosha, from number 4 War Prince, number 2 Petrol Power, and 5 Mickey Two Toes.
Adam, I've got the 8 on top as well. Kenosha from 5 Mickey Two Toes, 4 War Prince and 2 Petrol Power.
Race number 4 at Ascot, it's over the 1600 metres, and again, I know I've said it leading into a lot of these, an intriguing race because we have some clear tactical speed here. Muscus of Dawn we know will go forward, Faux Shizzle definitely wants to go forward, and excellently another one will, and then you've got the classy runners that run on like Saker and Outlaw Pete.
Yeah, Muskets at Dawn's the one for me. We'll have a look at that replay of it winning last start.
Muskets at Dawn has got the lead, leads by a length and a half. 2 Bono Vox on the outside, Zoe Tom Toya. Further back is Northridge. The rest are really struggling, and it's all Muskets at Dawn. Muskets at Dawn with 200 to go is well clear. Northridge is giving chase strongly. Muskets at Dawn in front though from Northridge and Outlaw Peter. Muskets at Dawn.
Well, this horse just has learnt how to win. Amazing the turnaround we've seen this campaign. Had never won at the track before. It had 10 runs and never won. Now it's won 3 of its last 4. So has been in really good form. The wins have been impressive too. I mean, beating Northridge last start, we saw Northridge come out and beat a really good field last start as well. The biggest thing with this, it was the leader's day. Just back it. We were talking after the run last start. It was a day where on form we probably didn't have it on top. Once it was leader's day, you knew this was a horse you had to back in. Barrier 3, 56.5 kilos. It gets a gun run. It's doing everything right.
It was funny actually. Richard Bell after the race when he was reading out the odds, he read out 1070. Like what?
He
How
said
did
it
that
twice,
go
didn't
around?
he? Surprised at the
How
price
did
it
that
did
go
for the
around at 1070? So it might be another one that won't sneak under the guard this time. That will get backed. Also in the race, Saker, who drops back in distance from the 1800.
That's a small question mark for mine, dropping back, but with only 53.5 kilos, I think they counteract each other there. Really good performance last start. It was 1-2 of its past 3. This was another horse, a bit like Muscus at Dawn, that was a no-winner, but now with the 16 starts, 3 victories and 10 placings, just starting to understand the racing caper more. From barrier 2, gets a beautiful run, has the turn of foot to win this race.
Also, Outlaw Pete's form's just been great. 4 starts back behind Classical Prince, 3 starts ago behind Volkov, 2 starts ago behind Northridge, and last start behind Muskets at Dawn. Running great races, just can't crack it for a win.
Has done nothing wrong. It's probably just been too far back. We see a jockey change now here. Sean McGrady gets the ride from barrier 4. So with only the 54.5 kilos, gets a 2 kilo swing on Muskets at Dawn. And for mine, that may be the difference. As I said, I see a lot of speed in this race with Muskets at Dawn. Faux Shizzle will not let Muskets at Dawn get an easy run. And then excellently as well pushing forward. If they're able to run on, if Outlaw Pete just a little bit closer, that turn of foot that we've seen in the last few runs, I think can make the difference. And that is the way that I'm going to be tipping here. Number 6, Outlaw Pete. From number 5, Faux Shizzle. Number 3, Saker. And number 1, Muskets at Dawn.
Adam, I'm not going to miss out on Muskets at Dawn again. The 1 goes on top from 7 Spin to Wheels, 6 Outlaw Pete, 3 Stay Duck.